It's more like a dildo, right?
Hey! So, we're live from New York City.
Yo,
This is
Boo!
Sunday Guardian Night Live.
well played.
Yes.
Boo.
Yes, I went there. I went there.
Boo.
I'm
Boo.
very pleased
Pasta
with
burger.
But we're at a different location, or at least I'm at a different location. This weekend I decided to go out to New York City to visit a few Guardian friends this weekend. And I visited Raph.
You did look over at him like very lovingly.
That was adorable.
There was something inside of me, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it was jealousy, but I don't want to, I guess, admit that too much.
But so I decided to visit, and I hung out with Raph. Yesterday I hung out with Raph, Marcy, Tim, Mike, who's also on the podcast tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Aaron, Chris.
yeah, Aaron and Chris, who are also Guardians. So we had a bunch of people come out yesterday. So what was it, like 7?
Yeah, 7:09.
So
No, 8, I think.
was it 8? Wow.
Yeah.
But we had a fun time. So
We got a free round of drinks because the bartender was all over Aaron. That was awesome.
God, that was she was already tired before then. Then as soon as that happened, she was just done. She was like just done for the night.
I've never seen Aaron upset, and I never want to see that ever again. She looked like she was gonna rip that dude's fucking throat out. It was bad.
That's always isn't that always an interesting predicament to be in? Where you're like, this person's upset. I've never seen it like this. Do I step in? Do I want to be upset? I don't want them to be upset at me. I don't want none of that
Here's
wrath.
the thing. She's sitting directly next to me, and she's like super pissed off. Tim's sitting across from me like this, and I see him just like bouncing. I'm like, I can't look at him because I'm just fucking crack up, and this is not gonna end well. So I'm just like looking over at Jordan, like trying to like talk about anything other than it's like, God damn it.
Well, the weather, right?
Yeah.
But we do have something really interesting to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
We all got our assignments yesterday. Or wait, no, 2 days ago. So
2 days ago, yeah.
yeah, 2 days ago now. So
Didn't even find out my assignment by looking at. Somebody told me what I was. That's how excited they were.
You! This is what you are now.
Right? Yeah, I was at work. I coach like elementary school sports and stuff. So I'm at work in the middle of the game. I'm trying to coach my kids up, and my phone starts blowing up. I'm like, what the heck? So after the game's over, I look over, and it's just like text messages of. I was like, "Woo, you're one of us now!" And yeah, this is awesome. I'm like, "What are you guys? What is happening right now?" So then I had to have Johanna, the lovely Johanna. She had to explain to me. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, your PA fam. I was like, whoa, what? So then I had to be like, nah, really? So then that's when I had to actually go look and see for myself.
oh yeah. So we got
they're multiplying.
They are.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
Red, our team is so big this year. We gained like quite a few new people.
Well, yeah, you gained kind of funny, fun house,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw attack. Who's the last one? God.
Creatures?
Creatures. What's the other one? There's another one.
Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
we gained,
Whoever else full screen bot.
Yeah.
pretty much. But
Right under the umbrella.
the thing is, we haven't gotten like there's like more PAs that we haven't gotten yet. Cause like there's like at least I know Screw Attack has like their own set of PAs that for SGC stuff. So there's some people we haven't even met yet because they're just with their specific groups.
Mm.
So
You ever wonder if they're just like bigger, better, improved versions of us?
nah.
Like with shiny, like they come out and like
Like in Power
shiny
Armor.
on them. Yeah, like you have the montage of like the slow pan up from like their feet up. And there's just like perfect hair, flawless skin, ripped toned muscles.
Are we talking
could
about
take 'em.
Are we talking about PAs here, or are we talking about something else?
Right? Yeah.
I'm talking about the dream that Raph
Yeah,
had
where are you
last
going
night.
with this, man?
Listen,
Go ahead. Keep it going, man. Keep going.
It's been a very long day for me.
We
My
can make
mind
this
is
we
not
can make
all
this
here.
we can make this a quick ASMR if you want, man.
But Friday was really, really fun because it's always fun when we get our assignments. I actually made a prediction that it was going to be while I was like flying up to New York City, but it happened like an hour after I
Yeah,
landed.
about an hour, and we were having lunch.
So
My hands were covered in chicken.
yeah, as soon like we knew it was happening because I got like a bunch of alerts on my phone. I was like, oh god, what's happening? And it's like, oh, there's assignments.
Yeah.
So, sound off. What teams are you guys on?
I'm on my team.
And what team is that?
I'm the team lead for Lions again with Mr. Brandon Cheeseman. Woo, Brando.
Ooh.
I am also on my team.
Hey.
With Ken.
And so, yeah, you're tech lead, correct?
Yeah.
So, Kyle, well, this is interesting.
Interesting predicament.
Situation.
I stepped
Yeah, do you
down.
have something to tell me, Kyle?
I do.
I heard you have something to tell me, Kyle.
I stepped down. I'm not going to be a guardian this year.
This podcast is an intervention between
I know.
Mike and Kyle.
I wanted to hang out with the wife more while we were down there. My bad.
But
I'll
if
see
he
you
was
guys.
staying, but if he was staying,
Oh
with us,
wait,
no,
so
not tech
so
lead.
it's gonna be the second year where you're like, I can't be a guardian, and then you show up and you're like, hey guys, I'm here.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll give you
Alright.
hugs. I'll buy you a beer.
Okay.
All is well.
One of the first RTXs that I on the tech team, there was something going on, and I heard over the radio, can we get some free drink tickets to these people? And I looked at Adam and I said, we're just going to throw alcohol at the problem? And he goes, it works every time.
does.
Not wrong. I am this is my third year as a guardian, and I am on a brand new team.
Yeah.
I formerly 2 years response. Foxtrot. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but we. I know Red probably knows this. We in 2014, me and Red got pretty close because that was the year of the great autograph horde, if you will. Those of you guys who were there for so the great autograph horde of 2014. My squad was the one that we were there for 2.5 days. That was our assignment. We just were to manage the horde, and being that as your first assignment as a guardian, especially with like response that year being down like I think it was like 50 people or something like that.
Jesus.
We were short a lot, so I remember like that year when Mary was telling us, make sure you guys eat and take your breaks. Yeah, that was that was not really happening that year. The whole taking break thing. We were just like going half squad, like all right, 3 people out, you 3 go sit down, go. The tech and the Expo Guardians. We had that little area that was right there where admissions were. Administration was, I mean. You guys had like a little cubby hole. I think that was Expo Guardians. And they were like, hey, you guys order sandwiches here. And we were like, thank God. Because it was pretty bad. And then, like, you ever want to see how, like, I love the attendees. Don't get me wrong. All the attendees, that's one of my favorite things about being a response is that you get to see them a lot, because you're in the same spot a lot and people are passing you and you high-five people or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, you start telling people, oh, we're out of room for Joel and Jack signings, and then people start turning. They're calling you names. It's bad. You guys suck. I was like, I don't have any power over this. I'm just doing my job.
It's like the automated conscience in like Inception. Everybody's like just looks at you Like
Yeah.
just like starts coming after you.
You're wearing a shirt that I could be mad at. And then 15, we were there for the great Game Grumps Cards Against Humanity madness at the JW.
Oh.
Red, remember that, Red? Red?
I remember that.
Oh.
That was when I had to run like a half a block to get Danny Sexbang a mint tea.
Yeah. They remember that one, Red?
I didn't hear about this one.
Oh yeah, no. This was the entire lobby about an hour before the con was over of the JW was just filling up with people, and so we start seeing this, and Foxtrot's there, and I go to our lead, Mitch, and Mitch is like, "What's going on at after hours?" And we look, Cards Against Humanity, Game Grumps. We're like, fuck. So, and obviously the JW is a working hotel, as we all know, during the con. And when you start filling that lobby with 200-300 people who are no intention to, maybe some are staying at the hotel,
100?
but yeah, there was a lot.
That's more like 1,000.
That
Yeah.
many fucking people?
I'm extrapolating, but there was a lot. It's more than like 200 or 300 people.
Jesus Christ.
Well, in the lobby alone, it was. I remember standing by the escalator because you had to pace them, and being like, "Oh my, no, you can't. What are you here for?" Like asking that question, and then you get people like, "Oh, I'm here for the arcade." I'm like, "Don't you lie to me." Like,
you like that
Guys,
and so I'm like, and so we were like, "How do we do this?" And the valet dudes are getting mad at us. We're like, and we fixed the problem, made it an efficient little like line service thing, and then the next day the JW helped us out, like having like little partitions for us to have the line closer to the JW.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was what I was doing last year, and stopping Guardians from like killing themselves. So we all see that let me explain. We all understand the Guardians like come out of like a panel, and the first thing they want to do is like, oh, where can I go to next? So naturally they're looking down at their phone, right?
Wait, do you mean attendees or Guardians?
Attendees.
Okay.
So attendees are looking at, they get out of a panel and they're looking down at their phone like, where do I want to go next? And so they're looking down at their phone, looking down at your phone, and here comes my hand just like on their chest. They stop and they look at you all dirty as a car from a valet dude who's doing his job goes vroom into the valet like little pool thing. I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing today? Yeah. Awesome. You good? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, you have a good one. Next time, look where you're walking there. Have a great day. It's here at the JW Marriott. We have 3 simple rules. Oh, man, I was doing that all day. But,
losing your mind slowly, turning into a different person.
Yeah, I mean, Red, one of my favorite moments from last year was it was day 3, and it was one of the last big, what are they called, panels at the JW Marriott, and I'm going down, and I'm yelling down, I'm going down the line and projecting our 3 simple rules. Don't run, don't run. Put a step between you and somebody on the escalator, and don't cut anybody. And I'm going down the line, and I'm about 2 chunks ahead of Red. Then I turn the corner, and Red's doing the same thing I'm doing, and he sees that I've already got to the end of the line and done it. And Red just sees me. This is day 3, like 4:30, and he just gives me a hug, and then like leans on me. I'm like, oh, yep, yeah, bring it in, big fella. Let's do this, because that was a long day. So just seeing that, I was like, yep, we got you, man.
That was the day after the concert, and that ruined me.
Oh.
I hope. Yeah. So I go from being that type of madness where you're dealing with like attendee issues and stuff like that, and like just different things like and now I'm a PA this year, so now I have a whole different beast to manage.
Start your cardio.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw you in the chat. I was like, man, I gotta get my speed walking game going, or I don't mind just jogging everywhere.
Well, there's 2 ways you can take that, man. You can either try the speed walking thing, or you can just become the icebreaker, and just like, nope, excuse me, coming through.
Yeah, that's probably more my style, to be honest with you.
Stay behind me.
Yeah, grab onto the backpack. Here we go. It'd be like football all over again. I was a traditional blocking fullback. I could do this. Now I'm more psyched up.
That's exactly what it is.
There you go. You're halfway there, man.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss messing with the attendees though.
Yeah.
Messing with the
Well,
attendees.
no, you can still mess with the attendees still. It's just you might.
Depending on who you're attached to, you'll get a lot of attendees.
Yeah, true. When we were, again, some of the lamer details with responses when you're guarding like the entrances to Expo Hall. And so if you're doing that for an hour, you're just like, I got to make this fun. So what we were doing, because last year they had that little scanner thing to like put on the little target to get into the Expo Hall. So what we were doing when people would, I was saying, welcome to RTX, welcome to the Expo Hall. But the light turns green, walk on by. If it turns red, win a prize. I was just doing stuff like that. So I was doing that over and over, and when people's little light would turn red, they're like, what do I win? And I was like, you win a trip down to administration to get your little thing calibrated. Congratulations. And then people would clap and stuff. The best one, though,
That's amazing.
the best one was it wasn't reading, and I was like, oh, no, that's not how you do it. And he goes, you got to put the little reader against your forehead and then look at the bullseye and think happy thoughts. And if it turns green, you can come on through. And I shit you guys not, I'd have like 6 or 7 people do it, and I'm like, you gotta keep your happy thought. What makes you happy? What makes you happy? And they're like, puppies, and I'm like, I can't. And I started laughing. I was like, no, and I was like, you gotta put the thing to the target, man. And then they're like, really? And then they did it, and they like went green, and they're like, oh. And then a lot of them had a really good they just started laughing. I was like, I can't believe I fell for that. And I was like, neither can I.
That's
I've been standing here for an hour and a half. I need something to entertain me.
God,
Right.
hilarious.
I'm gonna miss that stuff, but I'm very excited for my new detail and hyped.
Oh yeah.
The PA.
Where'd you end up, Jack?
Well, the 1 year that I tried to do something different, I go back to Response. So, yay!
And so this year we don't have the dirty sellout leading the team, so we're going to
Yeah.
The dirty sellout.
Jordan with no chill.
I'm sorry. I'm taking that. I'm taking that from
Jordan, watch this.
Listen.
You're gonna be his PA this year.
I've heard his excuses, and that guy he doesn't have a leg to stand on. All right.
We are so going to die.
I tweeted him and I was like,
You're gonna see our names get
I
dropped off.
tweeted
the
him. I was like,
party
oh
list.
man. I told him I was sorry. I wasn't response, and he was like, question mark. And I told him I was sorry, and he goes, question mark, and he's like, oh, that's my bad, man. This ain't your problem anymore. You legit now. And he just didn't respond back. I was just like, he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
My work here is done.
Red.
We can just
I
end the
want nothing
podcast
to do with
here.
this podcast anymore.
Can we just end it here?
We're just going to, all of a sudden we're going to like hear knocking on the door and just be like, and he's going to be there with his, just ready
With
to,
his leg,
his leg beat.
ready to beat the shit out of us.
Right. Is this enough? Just hitting us with titanium fucking...
I don't know. That'd be a good death though.
You made it worse.
So, do I really want to go like out with my leg? I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it.
What are we gonna say to him? Like every time we see him now, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, sell out.
Well, that's what Dan, the lead of Satellites, like basically Mary's right hand man. That's what he always talks about. It's like he calls him a sellout. So
Aaron didn't abandon us.
who?
Aaron, my bad. He's
Aaron.
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 Okay.
Fucking hero.
Lauren's still with you guys, isn't
Yeah,
she?
Lawrence.
Lauren's still in there, yeah.
Yeah. So she's a good.
Oh, damn right she is. Hell yeah.
But,
Who else? Who's left?
Raph.
What? Oh, I'm a PA this year. I
Yeah.
was a PA last year, and that was my first year as a guardian.
So
Alright.
Back in the fam, already stirring up the chaos.
Yep.
I wanted to give the people like a 24-hour grace period before I showed my full crazy. I don't think we lasted an hour before that came out, so
nah.
it's very
No,
exciting.
not even. By the time I got in there, I was like, what is happening right now? My battery.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Your quote was just like perfect. I'm like, yeah, that. Welcome to the PA chat.
Time to get a portable charger, like now.
Oh.
It's worth it. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
Rule number one. Okay, so the rule number one for any new guardian: never, under any circumstances, let your phone die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's big trouble.
It's just like
Rule
cutting
number
off your
2,
lifeline
don't
at that
put
point.
it down.
Number 3, water.
Yeah.
What about you, baby?
What about me?
You want to tell the people what you do?
I'm in registration.
The face of RTX.
I mean,
You're the first person they're gonna see.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Bang. Had him a swag bag.
Should we talk about like the fact that we basically got our Guardian like our RTX like cardio workout in like yesterday?
Yeah, no, it was definitely felt like pre-RTX prep. Just the
we were,
amount of walking we did.
yeah, we
Oh
were,
shit! You know what? Actually, I could check.
yeah, we
You
were
continue.
we were walking all over New York City, and of course, like half of us are PAs, because it was Marcy who was Bernie's PA
It was like
last year.
80% of us were PAs,
Yeah, I think it was like Chris Sneeds and
and Aaron's on registration this year.
no,
and
she's signatures.
signatures.
Yeah, so
And Chris is on.
Oh man, I'm so happy that team exists.
Yeah, Iris killed it last year. That room was the smoothest thing.
They couldn't have picked a better person to run that right there.
oh yeah,
She was part of my 2014 response squad.
oh was she response before?
Yeah, she was on Foxtrot. And
Yeah, she took charge of that whole autograph situation.
like a boss.
Yep. So they were like, why don't you just do that?
Do that in a different area though, not in the middle of the convention.
So it was 20,256 steps on April 30th.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Jesus.
Yeah, we walked a lot.
What was that equate to mile wise?
That's
like-
about,
2 miles.
no.
Not
3
2 miles.
Uh, 7, 8.
4 miles.
Let me see. Steps to miles. I don't. Does that count though? Because some people take bigger steps and
You
shorter.
don't have an iPhone? Doesn't it tell you what you traveled in miles?
Yeah, no, it does. But that was for. It doesn't tell me yesterday's data because it's today.
Oh.
Doesn't tell me yesterday.
No shit.
The man raises a good point. It is.
You are not wrong.
Oh fuck.
If you go to like the dashboard for the week or whatever, just go walking and running distance.
Oh okay. Hold on.
How to work your fucking iPhone?
Yeah, the Apple Tech Support podcast.
Right.
8.64.
Yeah.
Was it really that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed longer, but
No, it's about
That's what she
5,000 steps is a mile.
We walked 6 today.
yeah, that's true.
How'd you walk 6 today? What did you do? I thought you slept in all day.
No. Jordan woke up at like 10:30. I woke up at 10:45.
Oh my god. This guy drank so much yesterday that he woke up with a hangover this morning.
It felt like somebody was kicking me repeatedly, like right in the middle of the skull.
Well, we
That
did
was
start.
Jordan while you were
I
sleeping.
don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but I don't really get hungover.
Well, for me, it's also cigarettes.
It means
Right?
that you're
Big-
hydrated.
big.
I mean, I drink about 2
I
of
didn't
these
drink water.
Oh wow.
Just Murphy.
a day, at least. And then when I'm actually working out, then it's like 2.5, 3 gallons of water. Again, when you're a 340-pound dude, you
Yeah.
gotta require a little bit more of.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Right? That's the thing. That's That's another thing. Like, I always had my water bottle that's like a liter, and it like fits in my like back pocket. So I'm just like always drinking water.
Yeah.
But when you're in Austin, you never have to use the restroom when you do that because you're sweating constantly. So
Yeah.
thank God I'm climatized to all
Water never
that.
reaches your pee.
Climatized. Where I live, it's very similar to Austin climate. We're just not as humid. Drier and usually hotter temperature, but yeah, it's either that one. I like other like some of our friends like Maddie and Johanna, who are like from Washington. It's like what is sunlight? They get down there like it's so hot, and I'm like, what's hot out here? Shit, 98 degrees ain't nothing, man. I mean, Nick Lachey was all right, but never mind. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Oh God, I just
I was a lot at one time. I'm sorry. I'll put that joke away.
Wow.
We're killing it tonight, this podcast.
I see everybody shaking their head. I'm like, oh man.
That took me a second to get it, but then I was like, oh.
Oh.
No, you're right. That's not a good joke. Figure when you say something and everybody's shaking their heads, it's just quit while you're ahead, I guess.
Well, with
Barbara would
that,
appreciate it.
I actually have to go, guys. I gotta get up stupid early in the morning and go teach some people how to drive tanks. So,
Ooh.
Sounds like fun.
It sounds like you need a full night's sleep for that.
Why are there 6 pedals?
See, now that was a good joke.
I can tell you, but no. Bye, everybody.
All right. Good
Good
night,
night.
man.
I
All right,
read.
good night, Red. Take it easy.
Good night.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Right.
Alrighty. I was actually hoping to get him on here.
Actually, wait a minute. As soon as he left, my Steam notification popped up and said, "This Tin Soldier is now playing Endless Dungeon."
Oh, really?
I see how
Where
it
you
is,
get busted?
You got.
You have to go sleep, quote unquote.
Oh.
Steam's ratting people out. Foul, yo. That shit's foul.
But while we're on here, do you want us to? Oh, I haven't even checked Q&A.
Marcy
there's
was
nothing.
saying that she's gonna blast us with questions.
Sarah says hi.
Disappoint, Marcy.
Nope. Only 2 people.
Oh.
Yeah.
No Marcy.
And no questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's normal.
We get all these nerds. Shut up, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Curve.
Yeah, Kev, who's also a new PA this year. He was a photo guardian last year, and now he's with us.
Now, aren't there photo guardians anymore, or does that still exist?
I don't
know.
I gotta
It's
check.
media.
Shut
Oh, it's on the media team, right?
I didn't look at the list too hard, but it's usually Connor and
It's
Connor,
Agent Terror?
Straight last year.
Stanton.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the mute button.
Yeah, because Mike is playing Willard Land in the background. Oh, hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Says hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I waved twice and nobody saw.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to check. I'm going to quickly check that because
I'm gonna go get his glasses and pour this over.
After this, I'm gonna go watch Game of Thrones. It came out today, didn't it? Second
Yep.
episode?
Yeah.
New episode today.
That is why we did not have a podcast last week. It was
No,
just because we didn't want to compete with our rival, Game of Thrones.
That's not the reason. I had finals, and so I didn't have time to set a schedule last week. So
You don't have to lie. We're all friends here.
Buffalo.
Waffle.
Is that Jack drinking a beer? Are you 21 yet?
Wait a minute, can I? Yes. I'm a big boy now.
Yay!
He had to think. Is it the
It's 21.
21?
21. Trying to be 21.
Here. Where's
Well, I'm trying to think, what was I doing at 21? And then I was like, I don't want to incriminate myself, so nothing.
It feels weird because I became a guardian when I was 18, and now I'm 21. It just feels like I've been doing this for a very long time.
All right, it's the longest job you ever had.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, let's see. What can we talk about? I guess, like, is there any, like, Will, is there any questions that you would like to know, like, or need any answers about with PAs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. So, PA, what is the, like, the whole, like, if I need to have 3 things on this stranded island type of thing? Like, what are things that I need to have as a PA that I need
phone?
to have locked down? Phone, okay.
Phone, messenger bag. That will definitely come in handy. You definitely need something to carry with. No backpacks, though, because, like, you need to still, show that you're a guardian.
Yeah.
And water.
Cool.
Pepper spray.
It's just, you need to keep water on you at all times, just to make sure they're hydrated. If not water, then alcohol, because it's either one of the two with the people.
Yeah.
So, but here, Ralph, here's a question Will asked us. What is, if you could have 3 things, like if you could have 3 main things to bring with you as a PA guardian, what would you bring for your first year?
What would I bring? A bottle of water. Some kind of backpack for sure.
All right.
Like a fanny pack or a backpack. I had a fanny pack, like a.
Yeah, you were Blaine's, right?
Yeah, and that thing snapped on me, but luckily lent me his backpack, and I just had it slung on one arm.
Good, Raph. You were talking through a burp right there? What was
yeah. I was. The struggle continues. And a third thing, shit, I don't know. I guess I'd say the extra battery, like the extra battery pack.
For the phone. So give me your phone, charge it up, and.
Yeah, as a PA, I feel
Plenty
like
of Sharpies.
if my phone died, I would have probably cried. I would have just sat down and cried.
By the way, it looks like there's no photos. I think all the photo people are like sent to other teams. Like it's like right now it says Connor's at center stage. So I guess they I don't know. I don't know.
They might be hiring a third party, you would think.
Connor, the hardest working guardian at RTX. I see one of the
hardest. Have you seen James in action, or Marcy for that matter?
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of them, but I especially as a response, you're constantly moving around, and anywhere I was, that guy was like already leaving. So I was like, "Huh? I just saw you like 2 minutes ago. What the hell? Are you over here already?" That dude's always going, man.
Yeah, Kevin says there's no photo team this year.
She's not answering. Disappointed.
But
no photo this year. Okay.
Yeah, so no photo.
Yeah.
Well, it might be that they're hiring some people this year for photos. So, but I don't know. So, no.
Yeah.
At least we get Kevin out of the deal. So.
Yeah. The depending on obviously whoever I get paired up with, and I do plan on making a big more of a push to be like, I guess, in the shape that I need to be, because I'm very much like I'm a competitive, athletic-minded person. Played sports for the majority of my life, so the moment I realized, I was like, okay, I got this. Got to make sure I'm game day ready is the way I would put it in my head. So when I get there, I got to be like, all right, whatever they need, I got to be able to do.
Yeah.
You know, and
I mean, you don't have to be the most fit person in the world.
No, I understand that, but in my head, I'd rather have that bar for myself and then be like, all right, yeah, because, I could probably do it the way I am right now, but I could do it better if I was mentally in the frame of mind. It's like, all right, I got to be the best I could be at this position. That's just the way I am.
For me,
Gilby's PA Ray is a big guy too, and he
I know Ray
does an amazing job every year, and he keeps up at him. So, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Oh, yeah, it's not really worried about it. It's just like, again, it's the competitive mindset that I have.
Yeah.
So wherever I'm at, wherever I got to be the best at what I'm doing, and
honestly,
the best I can be.
I wish I had that mindset last year because I had a moment where I had to run with Blaine from the JW to the Hilton, and I wanted to die. I couldn't keep up. And I was like holding his laptop bag, and I was just like, one, I was just worried I'm gonna eat shit and like drop this bag and fucking break the laptop that's ready for a panel. And he's just hopping, skipping away like a little bunny, and I'm like in the back, like, just, like it was awful. By the time I got to the Hilton, I just like passed out on the floor, and it was like, Maddie and Sam run up to be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, dying. Give me a minute. It was awful.
I was actually really in shape for that because I did the marathon.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about
last
that.
year. So
Are you doing that this year?
no, because it was actually the 29th when I came up here. So
Oh.
I was like, I'd rather go to New York than run the marathon. So.
Yeah, we totally made perfectly healthy life choice this year.
Yeah,
Weekend,
you know,
It
pizza.
totally works out.
Yeah, eating pizza. So you
Burgers
know,
for breakfast.
perfect.
No, today I made today my or this weekend was my last like. All right, now I got to go on my strict like, freaking 6 days a week lifting, and because that's the only way I do things. Like, there's no like half-assing into stuff. So I couldn't play like pickup football or pickup basketball because to me I'm either gonna play or I'm just not gonna do it at all. So I started on Monday my whole like 6 days a week cardio, little weightlifting, my whole diet stuff, and
Hashtag fit for RTX.
yeah, and I've been on like I told like in the grab I've been on it for a while. I just fell off the wagon recently the past few months just because just life stuff. You're just like I'm fucking getting tired of counting calories and shit like that. And now I have more motivation to get there. And so in my head I'm like 2 months, yeah, I'll be under 300 pounds by that. And from 240 or 340, it's 40 pounds ain't no joke. I realize.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I learned because I was 260 back what was it 2 years ago now, and I lost a ton of weight. Like I lost about 40 pounds within the first year, and it took me a whole year to lose those 40 pounds.
Yeah, man, it's all eating. That's it's all what you eat, and all of us are graced with awesome hair and beard like Raph over here, and some of us have to be good looking and to get the girls and whatnot.
Wait, I'm pretty sure you touched at RTX.
I know we have, because if every year I talk shit to Blaine because I'm like, oh man, your legs looking kind of small, man, and he looks over at me like he wants to fucking kill me. So I was like, yeah, looking kind of small, legs looking kind of chickeny, man. You hitting them squats or whatever. So every year I do it. He looks at me. Last year I did it, and he just looked over at me. He was like, and I knew he wanted to call me like, "Shut up, you're fat" or some shit like that. But he was like in the middle of it was in the what was it, G spot at the ACC, and he just looked over at me like, "Shut up," and like walked away. Talking shit, man. So yeah, I know I've experienced the beard.
Yeah, no, I remember us talking like when you were outside of the expo hall, guarding the door. I was like running around back and forth, and at a few times I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm gonna just stand here and waiting for my
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it's honestly, like I said, like we've been saying, it depends on who you get, on how much you do, and what you do, because everybody's different. Miles is pretty low maintenance. I just like, when he eats, I eat, and it's not like I had to run around a whole lot, unless if he buys, a couple props from the Destiny booth, and I had to go run from the ACC to the JW like 5 times in a row. So
can I get stuck with Pat, Animator Pat? That'd be great. I had a whole like 30-minute conversation with him, and he thought I didn't know who he was because I was just talking to him like he was a normal person. And he was like, "All right, man, I got to get back to work. You have a good one." I was like, "All right, Pat, you have a good one." And he looked at me like, and he was like, "Oh, all right, that's cool." And I was like, yeah, "You're Pat, man. Don't worry about it. I'm not." Yeah. This is why I have a guardian. We're not like, "Oh my God, it's whoever,"
Yeah. Well, I wish we could.
And then I have a little bit because I knew like Raph, Maddie, like Johanna, and all the people that they had, but I also got to experience Keanu. You guys know Keanu, right?
Yeah.
And he had Aaron Delch.
Yeah, Aaron's Edge.
It's Etch, and because he had her, he also had basically Mika and Matt.
Yeah, he didn't have Mika though. That was Megan Collins in our PA group that had.
He had Mika. Well, he was always around both of them. That's all I knew.
Mhm.
And man, he used to. He was my roomie, one of my roomies last year, and he used to come back beat. And that's when he came back because one night his phone died and he couldn't get a ride back to the house. So he played homeless for a day. You laugh, but there's all that's he literally slept outside the AC.
I remember.
No.
I remember because we walked in and he said he was outside the ACC all night long. So I was like,
I
oh.
was just really confused at what was happening.
That was the beginning of day 3, and I came back from the house with like clothes for him, and then I was all tired too, because I worked. That's another rookie mistake I made too. Last year was the first year I worked after hours stuff.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
For 2 nights of the 3. Man, I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Well, we got plenty of people to do it this year. There's
Yeah,
plenty
no
of
shit.
volunteers.
That definitely wouldn't be.
Don't we have an after hours like team this year? As
Yeah,
well?
evening team.
Evening
It's an
team,
official team.
They're all vampires.
right? That's a weird job, right? It's like I don't want to be like here when everybody's here.
Yeah, it's.
It's a low key job. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I probably wouldn't want to do it because I would like to. I don't know. I'm more of the person I like to work during the hours and then go and like just blow off some steam after hours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Very much so.
Although if you're only working after hours, it's kind of chill. Like the after hours events are pretty, laid back and chill. So it's not
Yeah.
Mhm.
high intensity.
Very true. Very.
Or if you're working G Spot, it's gonna be chill all day and all night.
Yeah. Well, somebody has to defend the G spot.
True. Someone has
And-
to protect the snacks.
Right. That and I mean, but
And
sometimes
the
like
Yeah. and the
last
level.
year, Fish had it, and
He still has it this year.
He still has it this year.
my goodness.
I mean, I'd be very disappointed if I came to G Spot and realized that it was robbed of its snacks. Like that shit kind of helped me survive.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have much respect for my brothers and sisters in arms that
I
have taken.
we're holding down the trail mix and everything, man. Because I don't know what I would do without that stuff. Because there's like, in all actuality, there's just sometimes there isn't time to be like, oh yeah, we have lunch now. Like that doesn't happen all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Last year was a very low key or very chill like for response, because we had full teams. So there were times we were like, oh, you guys take breaks. We're like, we go what? Like when we first started on day 1, we're like, we go what? And they're like, yeah, you guys go ahead and take 15. We're like, really? But
What
then,
does that mean? Someone translate that?
Yeah.
right? I remember looking at Mr. Sellout and being like, really? Like you're not messing with us, right?
Sell out.
And he like
So
he goes,
ridiculous.
yeah, and I mean, we all gotta die of something, right? And I was like, you're not fucking with us, right? Really? Like, and then it turned out that we had to run a booth too, the whole Pizza Hut thing.
Oh.
Yeah, my team had to run that on Friday
Woo,
all
that was
day.
fun. Thank
It
God I
was
had to
cool.
do that.
Yeah, it was cool handling all the arcade games and stuff. And it was pizza. So it
Yeah.
worked out.
Did you get in on that? Or did you just
Yeah.
look at it? Because that would be very disappointing.
It was nice to look at from a distance. But
Also, you know what? I'm slightly disappointed today because we get pizza. Because Tim said he's going to send some pizza to us.
Yeah, he doesn't have my address though.
Yeah.
kinda
But
glad it's
if
late.
he was a real, you
Like,
know,
he's got to sell. He's got to push his product at this point because pizza pen pals can't be a thing if you falsely advertise that you're going to deliver pizza and you don't deliver the pizza. I'm
is a
I'm just being
legitimate
heartbroken by everybody in the PA group. Marcy's not giving.
Speaking of-
Tim's not delivering pizza.
speaking
How
of
am I
which,
supposed to do this?
Tim has a question.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Right.
This is awkward.
That's what you think, Ram.
Speaking of pizza, did everybody get their pizzas today?
No.
What does that mean? Am I missing something?
Tim has started up a thing where him and George sat there and were sorry, Kevin. That's all Kevin's calling me. Tim and George started up the thing where they kept on sending each other like pizzas like randomly every once in a while. And it was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago that Tim and George both came on the podcast, and they set up this thing where they kept on sending each other pizzas during the podcast. It was like 1 second, Tim's like, "Oh, I hear something," or George was like, "Oh, I hear something at the door." He goes, grabs a pizza. It's from Tim. And then as soon as he comes back, it's literally maybe like less than a minute later. Tim goes, "Oh, I hear a knock at my door too." Goes, gets it. It's a pizza from George. And then literally a minute after that, Jack here on the podcast gets a knocking at his door, and George had sent him a pizza as well. So it's like all right.
It would have been even better if like you got the package right after Jack. Once everybody got their pizzas, and you get all excited, and you come back.
Yeah, but they sent me potatoes.
It's a potato. Yeah, I know, but that's great. It's like everyone got a pizza. I got potatoes. Rotatoes.
Rotatoes. I'd have been hilarious if he just kept sending him pizza. Like if he had periodically like just a pizza from 3 different places, just to keep showing up throughout the podcast.
I could fuck with somebody like that. Send them a potato like the same day of every month for like a year. Just nothing else, just one potato. And just like money like that. Psychological.
They find this person on the news, and it's like a stack of potatoes in a room with like a bunch of like red string and papers and shit. What does this mean? Illuminati. Potato.
Oh, I gotta find a victim.
So it's not our fault. This podcast is hosted on the one day of the week. It's impossible to get something delivered in the mail. Hey, it's also the easiest day of the week to get everyone on the podcast. So.
Unless they watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, unless they watch Game of Thrones. Which, if you have HBO now, you can watch it later. So.
Or you're on the West Coast, you just watch it later.
Yeah.
No.
But, wait, you guys got lunch, Kappa? Kevin, please, stop.
I feel like Kevin just didn't eat. All he did was run around.
Hey, do you see how skinny he is? I don't think he just eats, period.
No, he eats. He just doesn't gain.
No gains.
He tried. I remember the 8 eggs a day and working out.
But you gotta be like Gaston and have 5 dozen eggs, man.
Do you know how much eggs cost? That shit is expensive. I can't live that kind of lifestyle. I just fucking eat ice cubes, fuck it.
Gaston and have 5 dozen eggs. Where I'm from in California, it's kind of like where all produce comes from, so.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, I should talk about that too. Tim was talking to me. He's been wanting to color my hair for the longest time.
How did that whole thing start? That of you dyeing your hair?
I was doing the cosplay last year, and I was like, I can't, because I was like, I got hairspray. He's like, why didn't you just color it? I was like, well, because it just doesn't bleach well.
Yeah.
And I can't. The color doesn't set in. He's like, no, you're doing it wrong. I can do it for you. Yeah, let me do it. I was like, no. I won't do it. And then he brought it up again this year. I was like, okay, you can do it if you meet certain demands. And he met those demands, and now he's coloring my hair at RTX when I get there. So.
Wait, we're not doing. Are we doing the donation thing, the charity?
Oh yeah, he's already done that.
Last week. Oh, you already got the 500?
Yeah. Because we were raising money for Laura Martin, and our one of the PAs. She's doing GoFundMe, and literally as soon as it opened up, Chris and Sarah. Chris from the PAs.
Morris.
Yeah, Chris Morris, and his wife donated $500 right off the bat, and I was like, well, okay, there it goes. I thought, yeah, it was very quick, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. So Tim's going to be coloring my hair Tuesday of RTX.
Yeah,
Do
and
you
I'm just
get-
gonna do like a silver band on my bangs. That's a streak.
Do you
I want
do you
some
get to
gray.
choose what he dyes it, or
I actually left it up to him, but he said that it's up to me, so I chose. I told him to use Haley Williams, her new line of dyes, Haley Williams from Paramore, and her new dyes, and they had a choice, like they had a few colors, so I chose Rock Lobster. It's like a very vibrant red.
It
So-
looks fucking.
So
sick.
I'll look like an anime protagonist come RTX.
I was thinking about like I spend a lot of time outside, and I don't want to cut my hair because I also wear hats. I don't want to get that weird like tan line on the back of my head.
Yeah.
Bottom part of my head is dark while the rest of it's light skin. So I haven't cut my hair, and now I'm kind of like I just let my hair grow out to RTX and then just kind of like decide on something while I'm there before I'm there, go get there. So I don't know. So I was rocking what kind of like rap hats, but not as long for a long time usually. But it's
Does Mike know
Nah.
he's muted?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's-
knows he's muted. Yeah,
But-
so
buzzing noise. I'm assuming.
Yeah, my PC fan is working. So unless I'm
Okay.
talking, you have my second idea.
okay.
Alright. Just wanted to double check. Because you know me, I've had moments where I've muted myself and I just forget about it and I go talking for like an hour and it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had that
Yeah.
before too.
But then a lot of me is just like I fucking wear a hat all the time anyway, so it's not like it matter what goddamn color my hair is. So I have taco hat, then I have all types of other hats. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God, Tim. On the Q&A, hey, Kevin went #pray for Jordan's hair and put an apostrophe. Tim goes, you can't put an apostrophe in a hashtag, Kevin. You're God, you're stupid. He goes #is butter a carb. He's quoting Mean Girls.
Fucking Mean Girl pop finals for RTX.
Yeah, well, it's for like that's like the big like interaction between Tim and Kevin right now. They've been communicating with like Mean Girls gifs.
That's how Mark and fucking Kevin communicated for a while. And then they yelled at me because I like missed every reference because I watched the movie so long ago that I had to rewatch fucking Mean Girls. And then Kevin said it doesn't matter.
You didn't have to
It doesn't
rewatch
matter
it.
if you
Crap.
rewatch it.
You didn't have to rewatch it, man.
I wanted
hate to break
it to be a cool
man.
kid. I wanted to be a cool kid. It was too late. I missed my shot. It sucks. I never remember movies and I miss my opportunities all the time.
I wanted to be a cool kid, so I rewatched Mean Girls.
Well, it's awesome. I'm still hot, so.
It's awesome. I swear, guys, it's still cool. I swear. Still cool, I swear.
Wear pink on Wednesdays.
I don't get that reference, but I refuse. I will not.
That's part of the thing in Mean Girls. It's like the popular girls kept on like saying you had to wear pink on Wednesdays.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's so Rufus. Whoever gets that reference, you're welcome.
I did
Oh, yeah.
not get that reference.
Man, that's one where Drew
know the
Barrymore,
reference?
the one where Drew Barrymore goes to high
Night-
school.
What was it?
As a
Barrymore goes by
reporter?
that. Yeah,
I
as a
know the movie. I
reporter.
know the movie, but I don't.
Can't remember the
I don't
name.
know
Shit, Never Been Kissed. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And they
yeah.
try to get like a
Movie's
new
not
word.
good.
It's like Rufus. That's the word that they're using. That's so Rufus.
Tina Fey graduated from my high school. I had Mrs. Norbury as a teacher. That movie is my blood.
Brag about it, why don't you, Tim? Jesus.
Wait, was Miss Norbury like an actual teacher, like in real life or
I
something?
don't know. I don't remember the movie. I don't think I watched it.
Mm.
I just remember.
I know it's
what it
based
was
on
about.
her experience, like a couple things, or like a couple of things were based on her experiences in high school, but I didn't know this like that much. But regardless, Mean Girls is a funny movie. So
So it's Pitch Perfect. Love Pitch Perfect. I think it's adorable. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the movies now.
who's that?
I got out of my system.
Someone kept on like calling. Oh no, it was what's her name? kept on like calling Anna Kendrick like Bucktooth or something like that, or like
Who
calling
says
her
mean
chick.
things about her?
It was one of our friends, like who was in the streams.
Probably Kevin.
No, it wasn't Kevin. It was
I feel like you
Check.
to her.
When you two look longingly into each other's eyes with that string in between each other, it reminds me of the spaghetti scene from Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, I do spaghetti or fry though. It's not a final answer. Nobody's answered my question. You guys suggest that I eat it like a spaghetti, but then don't tell me how to spaghetti or fry. It's like, I'm offended. I'm offended.
Can we talk about Tim, what he did in the PA chat? Like, because yesterday we ate Shake Shack,
Oh yeah.
and Tim took a video of Raph because Raph was being ridiculous. It took like a toothpick or whatever it was.
It was
and
a fork that they provided me to eat my cheese fries with. Okay.
And then he ate cheese fries with a fork. And
I had dirty hands.
And Tim kept on.
He was just like
video
throwing
tape-
comments at me the whole time. I was like, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
Don't trust anybody.
He's like
Don't trust
cooking a
anybody
bitch
who's
from
one
cooking
fry
it
at a time.
Yeah, he's just like just fucking yelling at me. It's like, "So what are you enjoying my fries?" And you go one at a time. It's just like 2 hours later, he drops the video into the group chat. PA. I was like, I'm having a beer, and I look, I'm like, God damn it.
For what it's worth, if they're cheese fries, yeah, I mean, yeah, you eat them with a fork. I mean, you don't get your hands all messed up, man.
No.
If they're done right, then there's too much cheese on it not to eat it. That's
Exactly.
done right.
Oh, God, Tim is just a prankster though. Because can we talk about what he did to Jackie yesterday?
Oh, that was beautiful.
Okay.
Tim was so savage with Jackie yesterday because he sat there and we got her, like, we picked up a gift for her in New York, and and he goes, basically he was about to tell her that we got her a gift, and
I decided to be a dick instead.
yeah, he decided to be a dick, and it's like, yeah, we're actually going to be flying to Las Vegas right now, all of us. And she's like, no, you're not. He's like, oh, yeah, totally, we are. And it's just like, shut up. He goes, yeah, we're landing at 8:52. Like, literally, I think he literally looked up the times that, like, flights landed. And just, like, it's like, yeah, we're landing here, you know. And he kept on going on with it for, like, 5 minutes. And Jackie, like, was...
She's just like, so do you guys need a place to stay, or all of you fly?
Oh my God. That's a dick move.
And the entire time I was like,
Oh yeah, he said that he had American miles or something.
yeah, he's like, I have American miles I can use. It was just like, it was so brutal. And it was like, at the same time, as soon as I saw it, it's like, you're such an asshole.
Fucking genius, though.
It's like when he kept on saying that he was like media guardian.
He
I feel like
is.
this is what he's trying to do, is be a dick so he gets kicked off a PA to become the
media.
only media guardian.
Jesus. Yeah, I
I know
hope
this
that's-
might not be a big deal to you guys, but it's raining here, and that's fucking awesome.
It's been raining
Wait,
all day.
where do you
today.
live, Will?
California.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
yeah, that is a big thing.
Like I said, not that big of a deal to you guys, but for us, holy shit.
Yeah, it was raining here today. as
All
well.
day.
Yeah, all day.
Oh.
You guys actually have weather and seasons there, though.
Yeah, it's overrated.
No, I know. I'm not
seasons.
complaining. I'm not complaining. I love it here. I'm just saying, yeah. It's very much like Mad Max. Like, don't become addicted to water. You'll learn to resent it and shit like that. Mediocre. Like, it's very much, very close, especially where I live. Like, I don't live in, like, everyone's like, oh, you live in California, LA, San Francisco? No, Fresno, like, right in the middle of between those. You know where all your fruits and vegetables and, like, cheese comes from? Me. Grapes.
Yeah.
Grapes. You guys hear that people like grapes, right?
No.
Oh, that was
Limited ones.
a joke.
Yeah, it was an attempt at one. Yeah, so all the produce and whatnot's right from.
Yeah, because that's why whenever people talk about milk, like, you know, dairy being done in Wisconsin, it's actually like not as much done in Wisconsin as it is in California now. So
Yeah, we're a lot. We're number one in a lot of produce and like the top 3 of a lot of stuff.
damn, media back at it again with the savage pranks. Oh, can we? Yeah, that's another thing that we kept on talking about. Another prank that he did, because he kept on telling Jackie and Jen and everybody that he wasn't going to be. He didn't sign up to be a guardian.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "No, I'm
Kevin
not
did
going
the
to be."
same shit. He was like, "No, I'm not applying."
Yeah. And like literally, Jackie nearly had a heart attack. I was like, "No." She's like, "No, you're not. Please don't do this to us." But is there any other questions? Any other
I'm
RTX
disappointed
Guardian?
in Marcy.
Hmm?
I'm disappointed in Marcy.
Oh yeah, I'm disappointed in her too. But so is there anything RTX assignment related that we should talk about?
Well, we got two tech guys here to talk about tech. Oh wait.
Well,
Wah, wah.
Sorry.
Mike, since you're team lead, would you like to say anything like that you would like to any messages related to your tech team that you would like to say in case they're watching?
Well, the tech team is huge this year. We've got 30, not 32. We got 31 now.
Oh wow.
Damn.
We did have 32 up until like an hour ago. But we're I posted a thread on the forums about the tech team and what we do. And, for the most part, center stage is our biggest concern. Building the gaming stations that we use for all the competitions that will get there. And last year was kind of crazy. We only had like 12 hours to get everything together. But this year, I'm sure that we will have extra time to do so. So that also, we had some problems with audio on the streams last year because we didn't have enough time to get everything together. We don't expect that problem again, so
Okay.
it should be good to go. I said this before, tech never makes the same mistake twice. We make new mistakes every year.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like that's RTX period. It's never the same mistakes. It's always something new, something that throws us off. But
Yeah, it's and I like how like I'm very eager to see what the big
Fuck up
the
is.
big that or the big problem like for each. I know each group has a an issue that is like damn it or like something you try to avoid or something that's like pops up that you just have to fix real quick. Like I know response was like finding like lost kids, and
Oh.
they would be like, all right, we need to find a kid who's is 12 years old. He's wearing a VAB shirt, and he's about 5'2", and then everybody's like, well, all right, Caucasian male, and we're like, it's literally like half the people in this place, man. And I was like, you can't give us a name.
Just walk up and start shaking kids. What's your
Yeah.
name?
Are you lost? Do you
Yes.
need help?
Do you need help? And I was like, and now I remember like they would give us information
Where's
like
your
that,
daddy?
and I'm like, can we get a name? So we just go around like harassing every kid that are wearing a VAB shirt. And so they're like, oh yeah, his name's Kyle. I'm like, oh okay, and narrows it down a bit. So it would be like us walking around like, hey, your name Kyle? Yeah. Do you know where your parents are? Well, not really. And I was like, all right, come with me, Kyle. So, and we just take him up to administration and relay. And
Kyle, you didn't know where your parents were last year?
No.
like, Kyle's parents didn't know he was actually working it, so they kept looking for him. But so yeah, that was like our thing, and I'm very something just like I don't know what the equivalent is to like tech, maybe it's a feed not working because that's a whole that's like speaking Latin to me, man. I'm like, yeah, sure, y'all make it work. You guys are magicians.
This computer won't stream, or the sound not working for you guys last year. That kind of sucked.
And like Expo Guardians all have their own like thing, and I'm interesting to find out what PA's like version of that is like.
It's
We
more
lost the
of
Red Bull.
Where's the Red Bull?
Liquid
Yeah,
cocaine.
Love me some Coke.
Yeah, that was just an interesting event last year with the Red Bull, but
Did we have a marker incident, or was that?
no, not at all. Ours was big thing last year was Funhouse used up all the drink vouchers. We need to get some more. Or
That's awesome.
yeah.
I missed that.
Oh yeah, Funhouse like used up all the drink vouchers, and Ashley Shoemaker down in the store, who works at Rooster Teeth, she's part of the marketing team, and sales and stuff. She got pissed off, like completely pissed off, because they like used up a ton of them.
I
Just
can
the four of
imagine.
them, or
I
the
can
6
imagine
of them.
them just to fucking like doing it just to do it, and that's it. Like, let's use all of these at once, just to see what happens.
There was
Wow.
no issue with the Red Bull. I had plenty. Yeah, you're right, Tim. Because Tim bought his own, so he had no issue.
I had
That's what I'm
Monster.
saying. Like I can see myself being like having my little like sling bag or my messenger bag and just like I'm like a pack mule now. Just fill this up with everything.
Pretty much.
Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
But like everything's like, hey, you good? It's just like I see it being like slow motion, like throwing a Red Bull like over like attendees and just like Raph catching it on the other side.
First of all, the funny part of that is me catching it. That would probably clock me in the head and I'd knock out.
Damn it!
As
gonna
we
go down like a
learned
sack of
last
potatoes.
night,
What'd I do?
Mr. almost got wrecked by a
Oh yeah, I was
bus.
hit by a
side
service
lamp.
bus mirror.
Yeah, the side mirror. He almost ran right into it while checking a text message.
Oh, you're like the
Uh,
Guardians that I had to stop from getting hit from the valet view.
But what was another thing? Another big issue is more for PAs usually is more of, do you have eyes on this person? These people don't need
No.
PAs, and that's mostly it's mostly the lead and the freelancer PAs duties at that point. But another thing is if you are not doing much, like if you're not taking a break, and if you are not actively with your person and what your person wants to take a break from you, go and help out being a freelancer PA,
Yeah.
because we definitely need people to be on the spot and ready to
Oh my.
and just like right there, ready to go and ready to help out. So we
Nice.
need all the help we can get with freelancer PAs.
Yeah, that was another thing. Also, being response was like having a bunch of friends that were PAs. I'd hear rumors and talkings of like stuff that was like that the bigwigs the bigwigs wanted to do, like Andy and Mika's like Yu-Gi-Oh battle that they initially wanted to do in the middle of the expo hall.
Oh God.
And I remember
sounds like-
relaying.
Terror.
Yeah, I remember really hearing that from friends and being like, "Oh man, yo, Captain Sellout, I'm hearing this through the grapevine. What's gonna happen here?" And he was like, "Who'd you hear it from?" I was like, "Yeah, for PAs." And he's like, "All right, cool." And then they ended up doing it, but it was like way on the side of the ACC,
Yeah.
away from anywhere where it could cause any trouble.
That just
Like
sounds
something
like a dumb idea to do it in the middle of the convention center.
Well, now that sounds like a Mika idea to do that in the middle of it.
Like I
Mi-
feel like that
mi-
would just cause so much like
Miss,
just fire
she
hazard.
has. Well, Miss, she has a pool party at the condo complex, and like 100 not 100 Guardians. It was like 100 like Rooster Teeth fans came out, and it's like this is like a little pool,
Like a kiddie pool.
not a kiddie pool.
No, it's
I want the room
like
to
a
be-
hotel-esque pool.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not,
Like,
that's gonna fit 15 people comfortably.
yeah, and like 100 people came out to it,
Yeah.
and it was like absolutely just like
I would
ridiculous.
like if I would see that, I would just walk by and shake my head. But
Yeah, I
don't want
I
to
just heard from
Mika,
that.
That sounds insane.
Mika is very much like I'm sure she's a great person and nothing again. I have no
She
problem with
just
it.
attracts attention though.
She very much reminds me as we call it like the very spoiled LA chick.
Oh shit. Okay, easy there.
Yeah.
That was
This
easy
is
there.
going to be our last podcast
that's
ever.
the way- I mean, that's fine. I understand. I mean, she's a great person. I've had conversations with her. She's cool. I get that vibe from her, and I've had other friends that were like that. It's not like it's a cliche LA person.
Mika's gonna go kill us. Alex is gonna go kill us.
That's fine.
Great.
I'm safe.
Yeah, Kyle's safe.
Yeah, you guys want me to say that?
Cal
Now?
just-
Not from me, you're not.
My name's Kyle. Just if she wants any clarification, my name's Kyle. I said that.
It's just that with Mika, she sits there and she did this, and I don't think she really expected that many people to come out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then it ended up being like 100 people in a little pool, and it's like, oh wow, okay. This
What
could be-
was that movie, or was it The Simpsons? There's something, or like a cartoon where there's like a whole bunch of people in the pool, and it literally just looks like a crowd of people in a pool, and nobody's moving around because it's so packed. And
Sounds
it's
like a
kinda
Simpsons bit.
But they're all just
Yeah.
kind of like bobbing there.
I don't know if it's something that it's making fun of something. The Simpsons did it first,
So
so
That's very true. It's a solid bet if you're guessing Simpsons.
But yeah, no, yeah, pretty much like that's one of the biggest things with PAs is that someone needs a PA, we need someone on it. So if you end up being a freelancer, be ready to go
yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
not doing much.
Exactly.
Plus, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
For me, any job, being a guardian is fun. I actually only done one, but I loved it. That's why I kept applying.
So Jack, do you have anything you want to say about response team?
It's fun. Next.
Wise words. Rav, is there anything you want to talk about with PS?
Jeez. I don't know. I'm really excited just to meet all the new people. I don't know. It seems like the chat's actually going pretty well. Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of new active members in the chat, which is awesome because I feel like last year we were kind of quiet at the beginning.
Yeah, we were quiet up until RTX.
Yeah. Like, we would have our conversations here and there, but it wasn't, like, constant. And for the first 2 days, I feel like we're just going in heavy and, like, everybody seems to be getting along, like, already. So,
Yeah.
like, it's a good sign.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting people with the PA group and getting to work with them. So,
Me too.
I know a lot of us. I hope Chris does this again, where he has everyone sign his body.
I don't think he really has a choice in the matter anymore. It just has to happen.
uh,
We just gotta feed him shots until he's ready to take his shirt off. And bust out the markers.
Chris, one of the PAs, got so drunk at the Buffalo Billiards on was it Sunday night?
Yeah, it was Sunday night.
Sunday night, like after RTX, and basically wanted everyone to sign his body. He was just that shit-faced.
He signed his body like 8 times and
Yeah.
circled his nipples.
Yeah, it was
It's awesome.
I saw that picture. That was
that was so
that was
funny.
interesting.
I think it started off with Ray drawing a dick on him,
Yeah,
and then I went, "Can I sign you with the silver Sharpie? Because I want, like, right above the penis, because, haha, it looks like my name's written in semen on you." And then it just, like, everybody started signing afterwards. It was the train wreck was just, like, imminent after that.
yeah.
Had no breaks, would you say?
Yeah, exactly.
I love how his fiance at the time.
She was
his-
just fucking laughing her ass
yeah,
off.
she was going right along with it too. So she was a cool person.
Yeah, Sarah's awesome.
That's one thing I have being like the new addition to the group. You guys all seem very close, since last year even, so that's
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
Trust me, by the time RTX rolls around, everybody's gonna feel like pretty. At least I think like the people that are gonna be active in the chat are gonna feel like close enough to the older crowd that when we get there, it's gonna be like old friends meeting up after not seeing one another for a few years.
it's gonna be
click right away.
yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. Like Maddie and I Maddie Johanna and I didn't even talk last year at RTX, but we've been talking in the chat, and it's gotten to the point where I'm actually going. Well, like in a few weeks, I'm gonna go visit them up in Seattle. So it's like
Nice.
Is it gonna be on a Sunday where you could do the podcast from there?
Maybe.
Just start doing
Right.
the podcast from like a location.
I did.
Awesome.
My nickname is the PA World Tour guy. So
Yeah.
Right.
so Yeah, I'll be up there. Hell, I might actually even get Mary on the podcast, so
Dude, that'd be sick.
because she'll be up, she's up in Seattle. So,
Yes.
but yeah, I tried to get Mary on tonight, but she's busy doing RTX meeting stuff. So maybe another week.
Yeah.
But I think that pretty much wraps it up for this week.
Yeah.
I
still gotta walk 10 nuts.
Yeah.
He's passed out.
But thank you guys for coming on, and it's great to finally have our teams announced and finally have something to look forward, like some kind of a general direction to look forward to.
Absolutely.
With RTX.
Exactly.
And Kyle, well,
yeah. I'll see you at RTX.
Kyle's gonna be enjoying the con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming on again. And I guess, well, I'll see you next week. Or see
I
everybody
guess
next
we're
week.
gonna go cuddle now. We're gonna go
Yeah.
touch butts.
Touch butts.
Bye, guys.
Better guys.